Answer. The song that's playing for you is Jumpman. So look, whether someone is springing to action in your reality or you're springing to action in some way, shape, or form, you seizing the opportunity. Something happened. Look, you've been trying to manifest. You've been manifesting. All right, something done happened. Something done occurred. Now you about to jump on it in some way, shape, or form. Put your foot in the shoe that fits you. Whether that's you or someone outside, you about to jump in. Look, emotions regarding love, justice. All right, there, Cancer. What's going on? Yeah, look, take a leap of faith. But what fell out with it? The devil. What's going on, Cancer? You could be taking a leap of faith away from a toxic situation, friendship, mentality, or environment. You could have been in a toxic relationship. Now it's like you taking a leap of faith away from that toxic, whatever had you bound to something. Whether you were bound to a mentality, you were bound to a certain type of routine and pattern because your mind went down a certain type of path. Now you see an opportunity to invest in a different day-to-day cycle, different day-to-day pattern, and you're gonna jump out. You're gonna seize it because you know where you at is toxic. Or someone could be taking a leap of faith away from you because you're toxic. Put your foot in the shoe that fits you. Somebody jumping though. The Fool, and then the song is Jump Man. Oh yeah, somebody taking some action. Is it you or something or someone outside of you is the question. Oh, Cancer. Now listen, you might not be. It's like you're not accepting no other opinions about this. You're not accepting no other minds about this. You've already developed some sort of emotional stance regarding what you're about to do or what you're doing, what you're investing in. You got your feelings together. You don't need no other fit. You don't need nobody to add nothing on to this. You already know how this makes you feel. Or you're closed off to different emotional perspectives about a situation or a environment or a job. It's like you don't want to. You're closed off to looking at something a different type of way on an emotional tip, and that might be why a situation is not healing. If that is you, so you could be the toxic figure because you're closed off to feeling different types of way, or it's like you're closed off to allowing an environment to bring you emotions or allowing a person to bring you emotions. You're closed off to emotions. And because you're closed off to emotions, it's like you can't really further develop how you feel about something if you won't let that something make you feel. You feel me? Yeah, but it doesn't necessarily have to be a bad thing though. Because you could be closed off towards like a toxic environment and you taking a leap of faith outside of this environment. These friends would always throw their 2 cents in regards to this category of your life. And now you're no longer receiving any of their opinions, though you may not be leaving the friend group. You just know not to fuck with them when it comes to this subject, this topic. And you made up your own mind about that. You feel me? And put your foot in the shoe that fits you. Don't gotta be negative, but it could be. And it's like, because if it's you versus someone outside, you Bust a Move is the song that's playing for you. Somebody taking action. Jump Man and Bust a Move. Oh yeah, if it ain't you, it's someone outside you taking action towards you or away from you in some way, shape, or form. Or you're taking action to move towards something or someone or away from something or someone. If it's you versus someone outside you is no longer stuck or in their mind about the space they share with you. And because someone outside you may no longer be in their mind about the space they share with you, you may be in a certain type of feeling about it and no longer receiving emotions from that space, thus putting the situation or the space in the sense where it's like it can't further develop, so to speak. It can't be healed. It can't be fixed. Someone's not confused about the space they share with Cancer, and Cancer's in a situation where Cancer's not accepting emotions or feelings because Cancer was put in a position where Cancer had to defend oneself in the past, prior. So now it's like you are more standoffish towards when it comes to feelings. Put your foot in the shoe that fits you. You know who or what you're dealing with. That was a whole bunch of different shoe sizes, and I hope you tried all of them on to find which one is snug. You don't put your foot in no shoe that's too small, because you know you're going to fuck your foot up when you do that. You're going to get corns and you're going to be looking real goofy out here. Or if you put your foot in a shoe that's too big for you, you gonna look like a real clown. Worse than a motherfucker with corns. You better off putting your foot in a shoe that's too small and too big, alright? Because at least the one that's small will teach you something. The one that's big ain't gonna teach you shit. Now look, because you're gonna feel like eventually you'll grow into it, and you probably never grow into that shit. Now, again, you may be emotionally closed off, or someone is emotionally closed off towards you, and because it's like you're reflecting someone. You're mirroring something or someone. Because if it's you versus someone outside of you could be emotionally standoffish towards you in some way, shape, or form. And because they're emotionally standoffish towards you, you're emotionally standoffish towards your whatever situations you're invested in. But it's like you're not stuck in your mind about a situation. You're just guarded when it comes to that space and or situation. You feel me? Because y'all reflecting dumb heavy. If it's you versus someone outside of you, reflecting dumb crazy. It's almost like someone's just in a different position than you. It's like someone has developed more emotional minds about the space they share with you versus you. It's like you're closed off to feeling or gaining new emotional perspectives about something, and you don't really have that much perspective to go off of. And someone outside of you, if it's you versus someone outside of you, is emotionally standoffish or closed off towards you, but they have a broader emotional perspective about the situation. Because it's the 6 of cups versus the 4 of cups. Yeah, you're the 4. Someone outside of you is the 6. You feel me? But neither party is confused. Neither party is stuck about what this is. Whatever this is. If it's you versus you, when I tell you you're emotionally closed off, yeah, you're not really on the receiving new feelings or receiving new ideas or that make you feel, I don't think you really in tune with your feelings right now. And if you are, and you're that one negative Cancer, you just real toxic. You real emotionally manipulative. If you that one Cancer. Yeah, and the situation is on. If it's you versus, it's like, look, but motherfuckers, it's like there's love. That's why there's no confusion about what this is, what this can be, where this can go, whatever this is. There's no confusion about that. But the situation is unbalanced in some way, shape, or form, because motherfuckers is like standoffish when it comes to the emotional department. Put your foot in the shoe that fits you, that Cancer, or you just unbalanced. You're not confused about why. You could know why you in the position you in. You could know why you in the emotional state or the emotional stance you're in. You know why you're not open to emotional ideas or new feelings or new friends or new perspectives. You know why you closed off to all that. You're not confused about that, and that is why the space or the circumstance you're involved in is unbalanced. You know that though. You're hip, you're wise. You just real. When it comes to that's either you real emotionally manipulative in the sense where you want to have something your way, and if you can't have it your way, you don't want it. But now it's like in this sense, you couldn't have something your way, so you didn't want it. You took a leap of faith in a different direction. Now you in conflict and unbalanced because it's like you love that. It's like, fine, since I can't have this the way I want it, I don't want it. You threw away something you want, something you really love. Now you in conflict about it. Now you emotionally guarded and emotionally standoffish towards that or whatever that is. But it's like, why'd you put yourself in this position? Yeah, look, who told you to have that type of mentality about it? Who told you to be in this type of emotional stance regarding that situation? It's like, okay, if it was a space or a thing you were revisiting, an environment you were revisiting that left a bad taste in your mouth, so to speak, then okay, then you can go in it with some sort of emotional mind. You could go in it with some sort of pre-developed mentality, but even then, you're entering that space to almost have a new experience again. It won't be new because, again, you've already sampled this meal, but it's like you're giving it a second shot. That I can understand why you go in with pre-developed feelings. But you can't enter a new space, a space you've never entered in, a space you've never developed emotions and developed minds or developed perspectives in. You haven't been in that environment enough to fully develop feelings. Again, you're the 4. You got some sort of feelings, but these emotions could just be based off of what you've been through. You feel me? And now it's like, but you went in with an emotional mind already that was unwarranted. And that emotional mind that pre-developed mind put you in conflict about something. Because that pre-developed mind made you act in a manner that you're used to. It's like a pre-developed manner. You were carrying out virtues that came with that mentality. And you took an action in an arena or space that you actually cared for. And now you're in conflict with when it comes to that situation, because it's like you don't have what you want, but you only don't have what you want because of what you did. Twisted. Yeah, that's the song that's playing for you. Put your foot in the shoe that fits you, Cancer. Yeah, look, man, now you may be in a situation where it's like, now that you know the truth, after such a burden, you want to manifest what you're passionate about, what you love. Put your foot in the shoe that fits you.